Hello and welcome back to Crafts in the Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make a fabric flower brooch. So to create that you will need fabric, templates. Now I have a set of biscuit cutters which I have to confess don't really get used for biscuits. If you don't have those, the internet can provide you with templates, which I've got a set of here. Some buttons, because you can see there is a button in the centre. Scissors. Now I've got both fabric scissors and pinking shears because you can create a nice decorative edge with these. Needle and thread. Brooch back, but if you don't have brooch backs you can use a safety pin. And I've got pens for marking onto the fabric. I've got two types. This one is an air erasable pen, which, as the name suggests, over time the mark will disappear. However, if you require a bit longer, this is a new pen I've just discovered called Friction, Frixion. So when you mark on a fabric with this pen, it will stay until it's ironed and then it will disappear. You will also need needle and thread. So to begin with, you need to draw your outline onto your fabrics for as many flowers as you would like and cut it out. Now if you're using the Friction pen, once you've cut your pieces out, in order to make sure that the line does disappear, you can iron it before you assemble it all. Now I'm not going to make you sit and watch me cut out every piece. I have a little set of, here's some I cut earlier. So that's my first piece cut out. So once I've got all my pieces, then it's a question of assembling them as you want them to be, selecting your button. The first thing I'm going to do is just sew the brooch back onto the last piece. So you're going to sew it onto the wrong side of the fabric because that's how it will be attached to whatever you're wearing, or if you sew it onto a bag. Now I find it easier to sew it with the pin open, though obviously you do have to be aware that the pin is sharp and it will hurt if you stab yourself with it. So I'm just going to anchor this on. It's got 3 holes along it, depending on what size you get. So I make use of the holes just to anchor it on. Now I'm just going to do this quickly, but obviously when you're making your brooches you need to make sure that your brooch back is very secure. So once my brooch back is on, I'm then going to assemble the rest of my pieces on top and add the button in the centre. Now you could of course put a bead in the centre if you wish, but I quite like the buttons. So I'm now going to take it through the centre hole in the brooch back and bring it out through one of the holes in my button. Now this one has 4 holes, but you can equally use a button that has 2. I just got that caught on the edge there. So we're going to just redo that. Once you've attached your brooch back, then assemble all your pieces with the button on the top, because you're now going to attach everything together. So I've come through from the back and I've come out at my button, so I'm going to go back through and I'm just going to stitch near the brooch back, but also make use of that centre hole just to come back through so I can use it, and then just keep going. I've just got it caught round the handle of the pin, which is annoying, but never mind, it happens. So I'm just going to keep sewing it until I know that the whole thing is secure, and then you have your fabric flower brooch. Now I have some examples here of some different ones. Now this one actually has a leaf attached to it, which you can add or not as you wish. This one is a different fabric, and I've used the pinking shears to cut it, which gives a nice decorative edge. Again, it has the leaf. This one is out of felt, which is quite a nice fabric because it doesn't fray. There's no leaf with that one. That's a very nice creamy themed fabric, which has come from a jelly roll. And this one is made from some hand-dyed wool blanket pieces, which I dyed earlier. So there you have your Fabric Flower Brooch. Enjoy wearing it and the compliments you'll receive.